Hey, good people. Thanks for tuning in, subscribing, paying attention. I really appreciate it. It's the 89th post, so I'm dedicating this one to religion and science because the word religion in gematria sums to 89. The math's up on the screen. If you've seen my introductory posts, which are linked down below in the comments, there's two ways to sum the words, or largely two ways. The word religion also sums to 53 with the smaller method. Both 89 and 53 reduce to 8, the number that symbolizes the infinite. 89, numerology, 8 plus 9 becomes 17. In gematria, words such as God, Zeus, and Mason all equate to 17. They also reduce to 8 because 1 plus 7 is 8. 17 reduces to 8. Like I said, the number that represents the infinity. In Christianity, the most recent version, or not exactly the most recent, but one of the most recent updates to the Bible is the King James version of the Bible. The word king sums to 41. The word James sums to 48. So King James sums to 89, just like religion. And also, if you can see, I made religion 53, and I showed how Catholic sums to 35. So Catholic religion would be 88. If you've seen my last post, I talked about the relevance of 88 in this country. So just a little link there. Anyhow, religion is so full of gematria, it's amazing. This symbol I've drawn on up here, the ictus, we're used to seeing it on bumper stickers, mailboxes, homes, religious materials. Very famous symbol. Looks like a fish. It's known as the ictus, the gematria of the word ictus. I have the math up here. Sorry, I scribbled a little bit. That's an 8 and a 2. That's the sloppy part. It sums to 26. This symbol in astrology is also the symbol of Pisces. We currently live in the age of Pisces. In about 100 years, it will be the age of Aquarius, but we're currently living in Pisces. The word Pisces also sums to 26 in gematria. If you've never seen my introductory post, real quick, two of the most important numbers are 26 and 33 in gematria. 26 is the God number. The English alphabet is 26 letters. The word God is spelled G-O-D. That's 7 plus 15 plus 4. It sums to 26. When you do it with the reduced method, O becomes 6. Then it's 7 plus 6 plus 4. It sums to 17. Two ways for most words. So, the God number is 26, and a name should sum to 33. Name is spelled N-A-M-E. That's 14 plus 1 plus 13 plus 5 sums to 33, where you reduce the letters to a single digit. So instead of N being 14, it becomes worth 5 because 1 plus 4 is 5. You just do that for every single letter. Add them that way, reduce them to a single digit. Then the phrase code name equals 33. Then rockstar equals 33. Well, check out the ictus. If you see these on the back of cars, they'll commonly be blank as shown above, or they'll have any of these letter combinations in them. Christians will have the I-X-O-Y-E. In gematria, that sums to 33. Name, what a name should sum to. Darwin is often in there. Darwin also sums to 33. Darwin died on a date with a numerology of 33, just like Einstein and so many other scientists. Fish and chips, or it just says in chips a lot of times, implying fish and chips as a joke. Well, in chips, just like that, sums to 33 in gematria, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that's a joke, even on the people who think they're making jokes. These people are the ultimate riddlers. Words such as Jehovah, Genesis, Amen, magic all sum to 33. In our own backs, we have 33 vertebrae. The word vertebrae equals 42 in gematria. Look up above, fish. Remember, this is the symbol of fish. In gematria, the word fish sums to 42. That's 6 plus 9 plus 19 plus 8. So does Guam. Guam uses the ictus as their national symbol, just the other way. Guam also sums to 42. 7 plus 21 plus 1 plus 13, 42. These are not coincidences. 42 is the meaning of life number in numerology. So much to explain. Please check into my other posts. There's more I want to say right now, but I have to move this along to keep it flowing. I don't want to get too tangential. So, in religion, it turns out 47 and 74 are very important numbers from Christianity to Islam to beyond. And what it tells me is the suspicion I've had since I was a child. Since I was a child, I was raised as a Christian, growing up in the United States like so many of us are. But I just started to see something was missing, not adding up. I was starting to see these people who were Christians were not very good people. And it just made my mind wander and wonder. And what I've started to think as I've been getting older and older is all the religions, in a way, are truth and lies broken up in the same way nations are broken up, just to divide us as a people. Divide and conquer. We all know that phrase, right? Divide and conquer. So anyway, let's check this out real quick. 47 and 74. There's some duality here, just like duality in religions. These words sum to 74 in Gematria, and down in the comments I have post link where you can check all the math. Jesus, Joshua. Joshua is the English translation of Jesus. The official spelling of Jesus, just like this. Yahshua. Muhammad, as in Islam. Muhammad sums to 74, just like Jesus. The word cross sums to 74, where Jesus was crucified at the age of 33. So 33, 47, 74. You find these numbers paired together so often. More 74 words. Fruit, beauty, jury, and Gematria itself sums to 74. And then think of our nation's birthday, July 4th. You could say that as 7-4 or 4-7. Interchangeable. Here are some 47 words. Check this out. Christian, Caesar, President, Whig, Republican. The Republican Party came from the Whig Party. The first president to ever die in office was William Henry Harrison, the first Whig president. He died on April 4th, 4-4. The word kill equals 44 in Gematria. He supposedly died because he was ill. Ill is one letter short of kill. It sums to 33 because you're just dropping the 11. Anyway, Whig, Republican, obey, authority, opinion. The name Osama bin Laden sums to 47. On 9/11, which he was blamed for, building 7 of 47 floors fell 8 hours after the Twin Towers fell that were 110 stories tall. It should be noted that 110, the word president with the larger method sums to 110. The name Rockefeller with the larger method sums to 110. It was Nelson Rockefeller, the 49th governor of New York, who approved the World Trade Center project, approved by David Rockefeller. So Rockefeller brothers approving these towers that were built to 110 stories tall, and their name equals 110. Some people in my life think I'm crazy because I think that's not a coincidence. But, really I think that's a symptom of our society, that people think I'm crazy for showing that and just dismissing it. So anyway, you got to decide what kind of person you are, I guess. Anyhow, remember up above, 74 was fruit, beauty, jury. Check this out. Candy's 47, beast is 47, and judge is 47. Essentially, the duality between these words, 47, 74. Osama bin Laden was often referred to as a cave dweller. That happens to sum to 47. Right now there's ISIS, a bunch of other terrorist groups. Their names sum to 47. ISIS doesn't itself. It sums to 56, like the name Rockefeller the smaller way. But their video that they put out that looks like a Hollywood high-budget film is called Flames of War, and that sums to 47. In the Quran, it's book 47 that speaks about Muhammad, whose name sums to 74. And look, the word Christian equals 47. Who's the central figure in that? Jesus, whose name sums to 74. There's so much of these parallels. And it's not just between Islam and Christianity. They've just made that the division in our nation. And to speak further on that, the Bible is credited with a publishing date of 3/22/1455. So you might write that out at the time, 3/22/55. 322 is credited to Yale Skull and Bones. The entire Middle East was carved up March 22nd. Don't quote me on the year, but it's right after World War II. Might have been 46 or 47, right in there. March 22nd, this 322, they carved up these Islamic nations. They've been manipulating this tension for all this time, and it's coming to a head. This is something that they've been working at as an ongoing epic. The word epic sums to 33, and they're building this unnecessary hatred between Christianity and Islam, when really the truth is, I think, that ultimately is the same thing. Obviously, Christians and Muslims are practicing different, but I think it's just because we've all been lied to for the purpose of dividing and conquering us, and that's what I'm trying to show you guys. I mean, these numbers, they cut to it, people, and if you're saying, well, English, if your argument is that English didn't exist once upon a time, think about it this way, because this is how I see it. I see English as a product of these people who have been waging this dualism between all of us. The Freemasons, who have a highest degree of 33, believe in conquering through duality. Duality is one of their core tenets in what they believe. And think about religions and nations. It's nothing but division. And over what? Over what? I mean, for this 4774 thing, out of the 50 state names, when I first learned gematria, the first thing I applied it to were the 50 states, and that's when I knew this was not a coincidence. Only 3 states have 33 names: the first Delaware, the last Hawaii, and the 6th Massachusetts. The numerology of 33 is 3 plus 3 equals 6. That's why I think they chose the 6 for Massachusetts. Plus, think about that: 33 states, 3 of them. And Delaware was also established December 7th, 1787. Add up the date in numerology, it sums to 33. Of the first 13 colonies, only 3 were established on 33 dates. The first and last, just like the naming of the 50 states. And the 9th, New Hampshire. I don't know why they didn't do Massachusetts, maybe because it already had the name. I'm sure there's a reason to it. But anyway, Ohio and Oregon happen to be the only states that have 47 and 74 names. Ohio's the 17th state. Recall that the word Mason, God, Zeus, they all reduced to 17. Oregon is the 33rd state. It's abbreviated OR, 15 plus 18 equals 33, and the full name, there's the math right there, sums to 74. Remember, Jesus was crucified at 33. The name Jesus equals 74. The name cross equals 33. Our nation's birthday is July 4th. I have way more of this. Check out my other video posts on Revelation and the birth of the nation and the other things I've shared. There's more information, more coming. So now let's get to science real quick. We've got to zoom through this. This is the gematria of science. The larger method, it's 58. The smaller method, it's 31. So when you add science plus religion, what I'm saying is science and religion, to me, they should be the same truth. It should be the study of the same thing, because if we really do live in a web where all things are connected, then surely science, our understanding of the world, religion, spirituality, it all connects. And really, if you're not familiar with this stuff, guys, look into Fibonacci numbers. Look into the mathematical sequences of the universe. You see that's where a lot of these numbers come from, right? So I'm not creating this stuff. I'm just trying to trace it and show you how it's translating in our real world. Anyway, if you sum 89 plus 58, remember science equals 89, it sums to 147, which gives us this 47 number. Maybe it's a coincidence. If you sum 53 plus 31, what they sum to with the smaller methods, remember science is 53 with 31 with the smaller method, like the foundational degree of Scottish Rite Freemasonry, 31 through 33. And remember, religion is 53, so 31 plus 53 sums to 84. Think of George Orwell's book 1984. The phrase United States of America sums to 84 in gematria. The name Winston, the main character, sums to 33. The publishing company, Signet, sums to 74. The name George equals 39, like the number of books in the Old Testament. The name Orwell equals 31, like science and the foundational degree of Freemasonry. So in science, it's just so full of 33, you guys. The name Darwin equals 33. The name Charles equals 66. If you write out the word 33 as I did and sum it in gematria, it sums to 66. Remember, the Bible is 66 books long. 39 Old Testament, 27 New. Excuse me. The first book is Genesis, which has a gematria of 33. Jesus is crucified at 33. There's a lot more 33 in the Bible. You can see this in my other posts. The point is these numbers are connected, and this connection is even shown in our language. If you sum up the first 13 colonies, all reduced to a single digit, it sums to 66. The first highway built across the nation was Route 66, originating out of the 60606 area code in Chicago. All right, so Darwin, he died on April 19th, 1882. The numerology of that date is 33, and it's very similar to Einstein, who we're going to get to in a second. But just all this 33 stuff. He published his book Origin of Species on November 24th, 1859. The numerology of that date is 31, like science. Remember, 31 through 33 are the ranging degrees of Freemasonry. The word science equals 31. Darwin originally learned from his own relative, William Fox, At Cambridge, the gematria of William is 34. 34 is the ninth Fibonacci number. It's huge this year because the Georgia Guidestones are in their 34th anniversary on the 34th parallel north. I have a video post on that. The name Fox becomes 666 in gematria because F is the sixth letter, O is the 15th, so 1 plus 5 equals 6, and X is the 24th, so 2 plus 4 equals 6. Cambridge has the gematria of 44. It's one of the oldest universities in the world. Rhodes Scholars go there. The word Rhodes equals 33. It's named after the man who was in charge of the diamond trade. The word diamond equals 33. I got a post on that. It's one of my least viewed, but probably one of the best videos I've made, and nobody will watch it. You guys should go search for it, I'm telling you. It's one of the most important videos I made. I guess nobody wants to know the truth about diamonds. Maybe that's it. All right, so Einstein, he was brought to the U.S. in the year 33. He came from Germany. That's the same year that Hitler came to power in Germany. That's the same year Prohibition ended in the United States. So many alcohol companies have 33 names in gematria, such as Miller, who invented light beer. The name Berlin equals 33, where Hitler came to power. So does Dresden, where the worst tragedy in the war happened. Hiroshima was bombed on a date with a numerology of 33, August 4th, 1945, if you add it up. It's just so much 33, it's overwhelming. The Weimar Party is what was in power before Hitler. It sums to 33. You just see how this stuff is a build-up, a narrative. The name Adolf Hitler sums to 110, just like the word president. Let's see here. So, Einstein, back to Einstein. Got off topic there for a second. We're talking about Einstein. He was born March 14th, 1879. Add up this date in numerology, 33, life number 33. He died supposedly naturally April 18th, 1955. Remember, Darwin died April 19th on a date with a numerology of 33. Well, April 18th, 1955 also sums to 33. And with regards to Hitler, he was born April 20th, not far from there. Also, at the end of World War II, there was something called Project Paperclip. That's where they brought over essentially all the German Nazi scientists to the United States of America and stuck them on that island where they've been researching what? Like biological warfare. And for what? Maybe we're finding out right now because since my last video posts, Ebola has just gotten way crazier. And if you haven't seen my Ebola post, you need to come check that out. It's going 33 years after the AIDS outbreak, and both AIDS and Ebola are all centered around 33. The woman in Africa who's connected to the UN. The UN's all 33. I did a video post on that. She has a 33 name. I have a post on that on my blog, the written post about her. You just see how all these people, the word agent sums to 47, I should say. These people are agents conspiring against us, tormenting us. The word torment sums to 33. The word suffocate equals 33. This is what they are doing to us, purposefully. These people are signing up, willing to do this to us. Is it about more than money? Maybe it is. I don't know, but something really sick's going on. Anyway, more on Einstein's death, April 18th, 1955. In the year 55, that's when vaccinations began, supposedly as a nice thing. That's also the year Fred Phelps came to power spreading his message of hate. You should watch my video post on that. Einstein's best known for his equation for E equals mc squared. With regards to just mc, in Jewish gematria, m is worth 30. It's a little bit different system, but mc equals 33. 33 in Jewish gematria, and I think that's part of where that equation comes from. Check out names like Isaac Newton, credited with creating gravity. Isaac's a name with a 33 gematria. Newton has this 555 coded into it, plus a 26. Add another 5, or add another W, it becomes an extra 5 and sums to 33. Then you have Newtown, like where the shooting was of Sandy Hook, where supposedly 26 children, or 26 victims were. It's all a lie, people. The word gravity itself sums to 39, which is also curious. I honestly think there's something more than just gravity holding us to Earth. Maybe it has to do with electromagnetics, like Michael Faraday worked on. Michael happens to be a 33 name. Maybe that's a coincidence because people really are. There are a lot of Michaels in this world. The name Michael comes from revelation. The word revelation equals 49. And look, Michael from Revelation, the first numbers in that are 49. Remember, religion equaled 53 the smaller way. It ends with 53. I don't think this stuff's an accident. I think this is how the numbers are formed. In science, Big Bang equals 33. Genesis equals 33. Big Bang and Genesis are often equated. Earlier this year, Bill Nye and, I can't think of the spiritual man's name. They debated. They had a long 2-hour debate that was on TV and the web, and they essentially debated between Big Bang and Genesis, but they never told you that both things sum to 33, just like Darwin. You got TV on the TV. You got Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil's a 22 name. deGrasse is 33. He talks about things such as the Hadron Collider. Maybe you've heard about the Hadron Collider. Hadron's another 33 word. The space program began on March 3rd. Almost everything about it's 33. I mean, if you thought the moon landing was fake, that's only the beginning. The whole thing's... Well, I think they're doing real research, but all the stuff they give us, I'm pretty sure is fake. Arsenic. 33rd atomic number on the periodic table. Atomic weight of 74. Here's that pairing again, 3374. The word arsenic sums to 33 in gematria. CO2 is huge right now in our society. They're blaming CO2 on all the world's problems sometimes, it seems like. In gematria, CO2 happens to sum to 33. I'm starting to think that's not a coincidence. Also, think about the upcoming date, 3/15/15 next year. Will there be something related? It's also the 74th day of the year. Interesting, right? Saffir-Simpson scale. This is the scale for hurricanes. The qualifying speed for a hurricane is truly, look this up, 33 meters per second, or the conversion, 74 miles per hour. I think that's probably how they made the conversion from meters per second to miles per hour, based on this. This is what they want. They want to hit their numbers. And the scale, Saffir-Simpson equals 3133, just like the degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And it should be noted that the word masonry, just masonry, sums to 33 in gematria. So many scientists were assassinated on 33. Leap year, so what was it, February 29th, 1964? That date sums to 33 in numerology. One of the world's most famous scientists was found dead unexpectedly at the age of 74 on that day. There's just a lot of little instances like that through history where scientists die on a date with the numerology at 33 or at a curious age of 55 or 74. My point is the same people are behind the editing of all of this. If you go into a spirituality section of a bookstore, I want you to look for this next time. I want you to tell me how many books you see that are edited by a named Darwin Turner, who's out of the Iowa Publishing School. Both the names Darwin and Turner equal 33. And the point of this post is I'm saying these same people are editing all of the knowledge of our world. They're editing our spiritual understanding and our scientific understanding and our day-to-day understanding. It's the same people. Maybe they're not people, but that's what I want you to be aware of.